again, it is early. I need to turn off my alarm that went off in the middle of that segment. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, Mercedes tweeted, I mean, again, admin, of course, is always on it, but they had tweeted a picture just of everyone and wrote Dream Team. And I'm like, is this a dream? Because it really feels like it is. Like, it is very early, so I don't know what's going on, and I might still be asleep. I don't even know if we're really recording right now. This all just may be me fabricating that the W14 is black, and I'm going to wake up and it's going to be silver.
Yeah, it does feel like a dream. It's the early morning haze. It's fine.
It's just before 8 a.m. for me and before 5 a.m. for you.
Yes.
And the W14 is black. It's fine.
Yeah. We are recording this, not just at those times, but it is Wednesday, which means it was Mercedes lunch day. And Mercedes lunch happened in the middle of the night for both of us. So we woke up, both in our different time zones, immediately put it on, and then screamed for at least an hour because the W14 is black. The W14 is black.
I really didn't believe it. I was like saying with every admin post or tweet that they put out that it's like, oh, black car appreciation post. And I'm just like, haha, this teasing is so funny. But like, you know, it's going to be silver. And it wasn't. Like,
it was black.
It was so black, beautiful. Oh my God, it looks great in black. It's going to be fast. She says confidently.
It better be fast. Because They better not ruin the black livery. But right now, I'm living in, they wouldn't choose that livery if they were even a smidge not decently confident that that car's going to compete.
And Toto looked cheery and just happy to be there, and everyone had great vibes. They would not make it black if they right now did not think it was going to be fast. I think that's correct.
Reminder, you can watch us on YouTube if you want to see right now, which is like Nicole doing a happy dance, like me every 2 seconds just like squealing silently because I don't want to interrupt something Nicole is saying. We are both in celebratory Merc gear. I am wearing purple for Lewis. Nicole is in last year's Lewis Hamilton shirt with the splatter paint. It's a good day. And yeah, as we are recording this, the Mercedes is on track in Silverstone. So if for some reason something bad happens on that, and you're going to be hearing this after that, we don't know that yet. All we know is the car is black, and the car's black. That's all we know right now.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
And it's George's birthday. Those are the two things I know to be true today.
Happy birthday, George Russell.
Happy birthday, George.
When this is released, it will be your birthday yesterday, and you can listen to this at any time this week, so I don't know. But I can't believe the W14 is black, and I probably will interject 6 times throughout this podcast celebrating that.
It's a really positive reminder, so I encourage that. Because the W14 is black. They did it. They really... Wow.
Wow. All right, so before we get into this today, we do have a couple of pod housekeeping things that we don't normally do at the beginning of the pod. So if you don't make it to the end of the pod, normally we give updates then. But this is officially our last pre-season podcast, Nicole.
Thank God.
I know.
Car launches are fun, but I'm ready for more cars on track.
Yes.
Please.
And I want times. Like, I want to start seeing the stopwatch go, and I just want to start cementing things in my brain.
It's been so long since you've sent me a voice note breaking down lap times and comparisons of drivers and teams and all of those things.
Next week, we're going to do our full 2023 season preview, but we're doing it with our own twist, because we're not journalists, we're not engineers, so we're going to be giving you, unhinged things and stories to follow, as well as our personal bias, what we're rooting for. Hopefully give you a little bit of insight, but more in things to look out for and interesting, fun storylines that we're excited about. But then we're also doing a second podcast next week because Drive to Survive drops next week. So we're going to be doing a full reaction pod to that, where you're going to be able to, in a creative way, watch along with us and react with us. So we will give you more information about that, but a normal Thursday pod next week, except it's a special full grid walk episode where we're going to walk through the full grid instead of just doing it during the yellow sector notes.
She did the thing where she said the name.
I said the thing. And then a special, probably Saturday night, Sunday morning pod for Drive to Survive that drops on Friday next week. So that means we have a new segment to debut. And it is called Overheated.
I'm so excited.
Podcasters, be warned, your hot takes are overheating the tires.
Overheated is what we're calling our hot takes segment. And we're finally at the end. The only car launch we have yet to see is Alpine, and unfortunately they're just too late for our podcasting schedule, so we'll react to that on social media. We're both going to give our two biggest hot takes from primarily the second week of car launches. And then we're going to get to rate each other's hot takes.
My first hot take, there's been a lot of speculation about how McLaren's car is going to perform this year. And there's some speculation that, there have been not even speculation. They've been saying they're not too jazzed about it right now with the car that they're launching. So not only do I think that their car is going to be slow, I see like we're going to see them kind of fall off like AlphaTauri last year. I think they're going to be back grid. I don't think this is going to be a midfield fight for McLaren this year. I think they're going to be hanging out with maybe Haas. I don't know. That's maybe taking Haas into my take. So I'm going to just say I think we're not going to be seeing too many points for McLaren this year.
What a hot take. Okay, that gets a full cha-ching for hotness level. Well, if you asked anyone on like the McLaren PR or technical staff right now, I think they would agree with you with how much they hedged their performance coming into this season. And the fact that they've already announced their first upgrade package, which is definitely not a good sign. I don't know if I agree with said hot take. I think that not having their technical director show up to the launch to talk was not a great sign for how they feel. I don't think they'll fall back that far, but I think Alpine will definitely start the season faster than them. Yeah. Based on, I don't know, but the stopwatch could be interesting. Who knows? Who knows? My first hot take is it super creative, and it's that Mercedes would not make the car black if it's going to be a tractor. So, my hot take is that Mercedes will be competing with Red Bull in race 1 of the season, and at least a clear second, having moved past Ferrari.
So that's our hope alarm. And we'll just use that every time we're just too hopeful, because F1, it's easy to just, let ourselves run away with that, and we have to remind ourselves of the technical perspective. But I unfortunately right now am on your side with this. I think they would not make it black unless it was fast. I think we're about to see a really competitive fight this year at the front. And not to remove Ferrari from the conversation, but not as hopeful, maybe, whatever.
All right, what's your second take?
I think Aston Martin's going to be competitive this year and could possibly, depending on how Ferrari goes, be part of the at least third in constructors possibility, depending on... I wouldn't say this is hope. I wouldn't necessarily call myself an Aston Martin fan.
Okay, but I'm a Lance Stroll fan, so I was calling the hope alarm at myself because as you were talking, I was like, yes, 100%. I didn't know what else to give you. But I don't know, their side pods are the most dramatic side pods we've seen so far, and they were very bullish. So I don't think you're wrong, but I need to call the hope alarm mostly on me because
we appreciate, self-acknowledgement, hope alarm on yourself, totally allowed. I'm also, again, seeing this before we're seeing anything from Alpine, so maybe my hot take will change. But as of right now, that's my hot take.
My final hot take, and we can put a bow on car launch season with this, is that Ferrari proved that their dysfunctional antics still remain by all the dysfunction that happened at their car launch. including but not limited to Charles not knowing where to stand, the fact that Carlos didn't end up running the car during the launch, as well as many other things. Were they able to organize the stands of people? Yes. But there were definite moments where I was like, someone didn't tell someone what to do here, and I don't take that as a good omen for the race team.
That's the sound of Ferrari's tires just deteriorating. But
that's the bad take sound. I thought it was a good take.
No. I know. I was going to say, I just feels like the appropriate sound because right now I'm just trying to be slightly positive. I mean, we saw some porpoising, bouncing with Charles yesterday. We did not get to see Carlos drive the car. It was a whole big ordeal and discombobulation. But that's what Ferrari does. That's who Ferrari is. But maybe they'll just be fast. But they're still, even if they are fast, if everything works out and they're fast, they will still be as dysfunctional. Thank you, voiceover man, the entire Mercedes team for giving us hope for this upcoming season, and our four-legged executive producers. Everyone, please turn on auto downloads, rate and review the pod. You have no idea how much it helps us out. Hey, you listening on Apple Podcast. We're really hoping to get 5 reviews by the time we have lights out in Bahrain. So pretty please let us know what you love, what you'd like to see us do. We want to continue to improve our show. Make sure you follow us on every social media platform, whichever ones you prefer. We are at Gridwalk Show absolutely everywhere. You can join us for some daily grid walks. But we will be back every Thursday. And remember all the special bonus fun we have next week. We hope you join us. Whew, today was a grid run, for sure. Yes. Not a grid walk.
What a good